Hello, this is Randy Rolfe and my co-host Patty Jane, and we are doing a presentation of the Nikken products and business. And we've both been involved a long time because this is the ultimate home-based business based on helping other people get well. And it makes all the difference to be using Nikken, to be living in a Nikken home and sharing with others, and the company sends you a commission for doing that. So it's very exciting. So let me start my PowerPoint here. And we like to say Nikken is a better way to a life in balance, because it is. It's helped thousands and thousands of people. And this is a presentation by independent Nikken consultants. And Nikken focuses on people, planet, and profit, that wonderful triangle of good works. And Nikken is a choice. We are presenting as independent consultants, and we work collaboratively as entrepreneurs and build homes of active wellness. So we invite you to look at this and see if Nikken is a choice for you. We hope it is. Nikken has a definition of success based on the 5 pillars of health: healthy mind, healthy body, healthy family, healthy society, and healthy finances. And I fell in love with that because I had left the practice of law to spend more time with my family and to be in a healthier mental environment than adversarial legal litigation. And I saw a lot of the partners weren't healthy because they never got outdoors. They were making lots of money, but they didn't have time for their family and their health. So I wanted to do more, and but I thought I'd given up the big money. But with Nikken, you can make as much money as you want because there's no glass ceiling. You don't have to put in 80 hours a week, and it makes all the difference. So Nikken's all about the little decisions we make every day that build up to big changes. And we know that the main cause of disease today is stress, and it's worse today than it was 10 years ago, because, or well, even 10 years ago because of the recession. But many families are stressed. And when I left law, I became a family counselor, and I know that that is the main problem for people. And what is the main stressor today? It's often health, but the main one is finances, because even paying for health problems is a problem. So there are many different ways of making money, but 95% of the people do jobs or own a small business and don't have any leverage, while people that own franchises or are investors make all the money because they can leverage time of other people and money. So what do we do if we want to get financially free? You have to join the gig economy, where independent workers have on-demand availability for temporary assignments. And the growth of Uber and Amazon are just examples of how the gig economy is becoming a huge portion of what the younger people are doing, but a lot of retirees and so on. It's a big part of modern economy. And we think Nikken is the perfect gig because it's easy to integrate into your life, low cost of entry, turnkey entrepreneurial system that's been around for 45 years. They're celebrating this year. And wonderful leadership and collaboration. It's truly amazing. So we leverage the time and efforts of others and share with others the business opportunity and the power of the products, and build an organization so that we make money on a little bit of money on everything that other people do that we've introduced to Nikken. So this is another scheme of how we do the business. You join, you use your products, you invite people. Nikken takes care of all the heavy lifting. We're just the marketing arm, but we're all important. And word of mouth is the best way to share. So it works, and Nikken rewards us handsomely. And there's a constant cash flow engine based on our products. You get what you can afford to start. You fall in love with it. You upgrade. You get on the monthly automatic shipments for nutrition, and you add family, friend, colleagues. And then if you make a business, you tell others, meet wonderful people on the way. And the company's always innovating, which we'll talk about today. So it's a purpose-driven model, and you start your business, you get customers that are building their wellness home, and you find 3 people or more who want to be in the business with you. And we collaborate through the ABC system. This is, I'm an A right now, and somebody who wants to share with somebody else brings their C, their potential customer or consultant, to me. And so the potential consumer gets to hear from another point of view. It's just like saying, hey, tell this person how great this movie was. You know, maybe they don't believe me, but they'll believe somebody else. So the support system is amazing. We have many levels of their value to the company, and we all support each other. We don't have any competition among lines or anything, because we have a big job to do, 7 billion people, and everybody needs Nikken products. So you can count how many seeds are in an apple, but not how many apples are in a seed. And we have people who have impacted literally millions of people with the products. And this is how we do the compensation plan, how you earn your profit by helping people with the products and helping people start their business. And so we can go over the numbers in more detail when you see this recording. And again, there are so many different ways that Nikken pays us, but we get retail profits weekly, and then monthly we get the commissions once they've figured out what happened the previous month. We have trips, we have overrides, we have leadership bonuses to help pay for your car and your trip and your house and your yacht, whatever. So it's an amazing system. It's one of the best, I think it is, being a lawyer, I've looked at it, one of the best compensation plans in direct sales anywhere in the world. So now we're going to switch quickly to the products. I would not have got involved if I hadn't been in love with the products. I am a trained nutritionist, and I knew a lot about natural health. And when I discovered that Nikken had figured out how to bring natural energy into our home and into our life with non-invasive, non-medical products, I knew this was the home-based business I was looking for. So again, it's all about the compounding effect of daily choices, and the health community, the field that we operate in with Nikken is about health. And the body burning today is worse than ever it has been, because we have over 3,000 chemicals introduced every year that are alien to the body, and we get them in our air, our water, our food, our clothes, our furnishings. And all of these are a stress on the body. And then of course there's all, like I talked about, financial stress. And stress impacts all the major things that reduce our quality of life and kill us early, like heart disease, diabetes, allergies, depression, anxiety, sleep problems, weight problems, and so on. And over half the country have various sleep irregularities. We're not getting the kind of sleep that restores our health because of light pollution, noise pollution, mental inability to relax, illness, and our immune system and mental abilities are affected by one night of poor sleep. So that is a really big thing to address. And then of course, air and water pollution, we read about them every day. I'm not going to go into great detail about it, but it's a whole nother body burden stress. And the worst thing that's going on is that all of this affects children. We have such an obesity problem in young kids. They're not getting exercise. Adolescents are not getting the nutrition either. And of course, the 35–40% of low-income families have it worse. More stress, less good food, and so on. So what is the answer? It's about taking personal responsibility through self-care. Be healthy by choice, not by chance. If you leave it to chance, it's not a good proposition. So here is our ultimate goal: is every home a wellness home. And this is our pathway to active wellness. And Nikken has been the leader around the world for 44 years in research into what keeps us healthy, replicating nature, not waiting till we break down and trying to come up with some drug to fix an enzyme pathway. It's about creating the right environment like nature has to try to keep us healthy. So it's like a greenhouse. We have greenhouse for plants. Why not have a home that is a wellness home? So these are all of our different products. I think I got the sleep system covered here, but I consider that the core of our product line. We have nutritionals and skincare. We have energy products we use all day. And if there's a stress area on the body, whether it's aching or sore, the magnetics helps get rid of that. And then we have the water system, which is extraordinary, second to none. And I'll be talking about that in a moment. So here's our sleep system. We'll talk in more detail about these different products, but they come in packs. So not only can you order them quickly, but you can, as a consultant with a price break, but as a pack, everybody, including customers, get 20% off. So this is a scheme, again, the detail you can go over later, but it shows you how you can make money by showing others these packs and save money when you buy them. And again, our nutritionals, I can't go into all the detail here, but it's all based on quality and supporting the body, not mega dosing with anything, but balancing everything. Minimal additives of any kind, because you want the nutritional. So just what's needed to keep the capsule or the tablet together, and all organically based as much as possible. So it's safe. They're all labeled, so you don't need to be an expert like me to decide what to take. And you can take all of it and really have your body nutritionally supported. And then we have True Element skincare that's based on marine minerals and very safe and wonderful. Skin feels good, hair feels good, and so on. So these are Nikken's active wellness solutions, and I'm going to stop the share right now and start another. Let's see, where is it? Go back to find the other one. Here it is. There it is. And there, start from the first slide. Here we go. So have you seen this one, Patty Jane? Okay, well, I'll run through it quick and then you can share about it. So they're basically, we're excited because the air system has come back. We didn't have it in stock for, I think, over a year, but it is the best air system in the world. It creates negative ions without producing any ozone. It has a nano filter that is truly amazing, a HEPA filter, what they use in hospitals, surgical rooms. And it's great, and we'll talk about what it does for our bodies, and I'll let Patty Jane cover that. And this is about our sport bottle, and they just got the patent on the nano filter, and it actually removes the microplastics that are in our water and our food. And those microplastics, they've just found that some of the high-end tea bags put out more microplastics than any other food. And so don't buy those silken tea bags. Buy the cheap paper tea bags, because the silken is made from plastic, and when it's in the hot water with your tea, it puts out billions of microplastic pieces. So our water system will filter that if you're using our sport bottles. So we have three technologies here: the nanofiltration, the alkalinity, and the declustering with the magnetics. So we know there are plastic contaminants in our water, and they are smaller than the human hair, but our filter will take them out, which is really exciting. And it's very important to have alkaline water, because everything else in our diet tends to acidify us. Stress acidifies us, medications, illness, all acidify us. So having alkaline water at 8.5 instead of 7 is really, really wonderful. And then the declustering effect means you don't have to drink, a gallon of water a day to get hydrated. It goes right into the cells because the molecules are small enough when it goes through a magnetic field, just as if it came out of the magnetic earth. We exceed all the filtration standards by the independent ANSI and NSF standards. And it's great for the environment, because this bottle, it's not plastic, it's made from natural materials. You can put it in your garden and it actually nourishes the soil when you're done with it. And 1,200 bottles are replaced by this one bottle. If you use this, say, 3 or 4 times a day, you're saving 1,200 plastic bottles from going into the ocean or the trash. So that's it, and I want to turn it over to my co-host Hattie Jane to tell about her experience with the air and water and anything else she wants to share about, because these products work and they change lives every day.
Thank you, Randy. Yes, they do change lives. My experience I want to share with you has to do about a personal experience on how the filter situation with the air promoted my improvement to health when it first came out. During those days, I was facilitating my mother's life here in this house with her journeys in Alzheimer's. And she had smoked for generations, it seemed like. So it seemed a shame to take, in the 80s, to take her cigarettes away from her. So while I didn't feel that comfortable around smoke and I had allergies, it just didn't feel right to take cigarettes away from her. Until I suddenly could not maintain my health comfortably, safely, and needed to go to the emergency room because of my breathing. And in the emergency room, they said, whoops, have some oxygen. And boy, did it feel good into my nose. And so I was breathing comfortably, and my blood test showed that my body was not functioning well on taking room air and maintaining the oxygen I needed for good health. So what was happening? And I got evaluated, and then I got shipped home with oxygen. And Nikken had just come out with its air product, and I got it, and I got it. And I was off oxygen in 3 months. My lungs had healed, fortunately. And fortunately, I did not have a major innervation problem. I had a reaction, an inflammation process due to the environment in my personal home, and something which I had chosen to do and still would have chosen. But Nikken's products are the things that are helping me maintain a better stability of health so that I can be more active and enjoy my life. And that's the reason I have stayed a distributor, and the reason I stay stretching my growth in the way as we say humans being more, not only my own personal health, but putting the word out like this so that someone might want to check it out for themselves. Because Nikken has a way of introducing product pieces that when it promotes health. So check us out. Thank you, Randy.
Sure, and can you share a little more about the water too? I know you love the sport bottle.
I do, because again, as I said, I've been around a while. So when I started, we had those wonderful insoles that we slip into our shoes, made a major improvement in my energy flow. So I was like, okay, yeah, they got something here. And that's when I signed up for distributorship. And so we had, it wasn't until after I'd signed that they came out with a water product. So we've improved and those upgrades have come along and they have definitely met different niches at times. And now they have the very best because it's gravity, it's portable, it's movable, it's easy to use, and you just replace the filters and you don't need a plumber. But even more than that, they started out with bottles, which I remember a fellow distributor saying she got into it because of someone going to a foreign country that was riddled with waterborne diseases. And she wanted to protect her volunteers that she was helping go there to volunteer the most by getting our portable bottles. Well, since then, Nikken has continued to innovate and continued to refine so that we have bottles that are comfortable to use and highly technical to the needs of what health, your wellness needs. So now so they have refined it and got a patent, so they actually get credit for being able to take out such minute particles that we didn't even realize were around in those days. So for another reason, and it's easy, they've taken the best kind of design so you can carry it with you the easiest way you can, and that it's reusable, and all these things we just talked about. So again, the upgrading that Nikken does isn't for market needs of how to appeal to somebody's perceived perception like color or shape or form. Is to upgrade to what is the best for our health that they can access and value at the most affordable price. So that's why I really enjoy any and all my Nikken bottles, and why now I'm starting to consistently drink from my Nikken sports bottle, where before I would fill up for my water bottle and take the container of water with me. So that way, I'm actually hydrating better because I drink on a consistent basis as my body needs the refilling of my water reserve or my water flow for my cells. And so I'm actually hydrating even better than my previous habits, even though those were okay. Thank you, Randy.
Thanks, Hattie Jane. It's so true how powerful all the different things that Nikken has. And let's see, I was trying to get to our last couple of slides, but that's not happening. So
not a problem.
Share. So please do check this out. And I do want to say that with the water bottle, of course we can't represent that if you take it to a third world country and take the water, you need to start with potable water to be sure that it's as clean as it can be. But we have had people who said that they did better in these difficult situations.
The treatable water,
yeah,
the clean water, sometimes has a little bit of an uncomfortable taste to it, but you know you need to drink. Putting it through our filter in the water, really, you kind of enjoy it much better than you would have after disinfection.
Yeah, that's a big deal because I mean, when I counsel families, children, they want sugary drinks and sodas because a lot of tap water tastes terrible, and even they just take the chlorine out with the bottled water, it's still contaminated, and so children drink Nikken water because it tastes great. So that's really.
And so do their pets.
Yes, yeah, pets go right for it. You can test with a dog or a cat. Just put out
a horse
water. Yeah, horses. They know good water, and they know the good energy too. They love the magnetics. So can't cover it all today, but do look at this. Go back to the person who introduced you to this webinar and find out more. Try the products. You really have to feel the difference because many of us have never been in a truly relaxed unstressed state until we get into that wellness home environment. It's like walking out in a field or hiking a mountain. You just get into that nice, balanced, quiet place. So you don't need to be hurting to love Nikken. So become a customer, try something, start somewhere. And if you want to join us in the business, we would love that, because we can reach a lot more people if you're recommending it to those you know, because each of us knows hundreds of people. And if you realize what these products can do, you'll want to share them. So thank you so much for joining us.